All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to From the Beach to the Bar, Matsuda and Nadig's podcast about all things Las Vegas, Phoenix, and nationally. With me to my right is Sage Lopez. With me to my left is Tabitha Lopez. It's the family edition. Jess had some crazy ice shit where it was yellow, and so he's not here. It's weird, but we're just going to love him from afar. So, let's get into it.
All right, so as we all know, there's the Diddy trial going on. Today, the artist Kid Cudi, don't say Cudi, Kid Cudi.
You said Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi. I'm trying to
use your words.
Okay.
Enunciate.
Vowels. Kid Cudi testified today. A part of his testimony was saying that his car was bombed after Diddy found out that Cassie and Kid Cudi were dating. So, going off of that, what happens when somebody intentionally tries to destroy your car? What can you do? Or what should you do?
All right. So, here's what we're going to do, because we're talking about media training when we haven't done media training. So, this is what we're going to do. Sate, you're going to read all that shit to yourself. And then you're going to look at me without looking at the iPad. And you're going to ask me the exact same question.
I just looked at the question.
Girl.
I was going off in my head.
Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, so today at the Diddy trial, Kid Cudi came and he testified. A part of his testimony was saying that Diddy allegedly...
Good girl.
allegedly set his car on fire. And so intentionally setting somebody's car on fire. If that happened to you, what should you do if you're in that situation?
Like, did he do anything else? Like, did he,
I don't know too much on what he said, but I know that it was a car. He did lock the dogs in the bathroom. He broke into Kid Cudi's house.
Did he fuck with the dogs?
He just locked them in the bathroom, as far as I know.
Okay. Like, fucking with the dogs is not okay.
Yeah.
Like...
Is there evidence?
Yes. On video.
Yeah, but is it Diddy or is it like some dude?
Pretty sure it's Diddy. Because
Diddy went personally firebombed his car?
Yeah. I don't know, but that's what he's alleging.
Really?
Yeah. They cut a hole at the top of the car and put something in there, and then it just exploded. It literally just happened today, so I'm not too sure on I didn't read it really too much. But
so on the car issue, would that be homeowners or your car insurance?
Both. But here's the thing: it's an intentional act, so neither apply, right? So, but all right. So I'm reading the headline now because Anthony, the producer with the mostest, except for that fucking pop up. This is the headline. And tell me if I'm wrong, Seiji. It says Kid Cudi. And I said it right?
Yes.
Knew Diddy had something to do with it when his car was bombed with a Molotov cocktail. Okay, a couple of things. First off, fuck you, Kid Cudi, you snitchy bitch. Second, if Diddy really did lock up his dogs, that's cool because he made sure the dogs weren't hurt. So, props to Diddy. Second, dude, you have to be able to prove that Diddy did it. If you're banging Diddy's ex-girl, all right, cool. But good on you. I haven't looked at her, so I don't know what she looks like.
You don't know what Cassie looks like?
No, I know she's got piss in her mouth, but beyond that, I don't know.
Ben, come on. This is
really?
And now, did he lock up the dogs to protect the dogs or to protect himself?
Probably to protect himself.
That's what I'm guessing.
Oh, y'all are haters.
Dogs don't.
Oh, she's actually good looking.
Yeah,
Very pretty.
Yeah, except for the piss in the mouth. All I got to say is the Punisher, who was the whore that was banging Cassie in front of Diddy, whose name is the Punisher, which is very impressive. He said that he peed in her mouth, and he also said it was consensual. So I'm just saying she's into water sports.
I don't think anybody is into
water play, if you will. I don't know. Here's the thing: when all said and done, insurance-wise, from and I'm talking a lot of shit because to me this whole thing is kind of ridiculous. But from a personal injury standpoint, those are intentional acts. So if you had insurance, your insurance would not cover it. If he can tie the act to Diddy, then Diddy's entire fortune is open to Kid Cudi. I'm not saying he's going to get the entire fortune, but he definitely would get a nice chunk for all that.
As in a civil lawsuit?
As in a civil lawsuit. But the question becomes, how does Kid Cudi tie all this to Diddy? I am somewhat surprised that another rapper would go down this road because his street cred is pretty much shot. He's like Tekashi 6ix9ine at this point.
Okay, that's not really.
He's going to get his ass eaten in the gym.
No.
But
I think he's doing it to help Cassie.
he's kind of a snitch.
Help her accusations against Diddy?
Call me a snitch. I'll be a snitch. I'll be a snitch real quick. Don't do nothing around me.
I love you, Seiji.
I ain't gonna go down for something I didn't do.
But like Kid Cudi's not going to get over shit. He just got his car palmed. His dogs were okay.
Yeah, but Diddy's facing sex trafficking crimes.
It's all that's all bullshit. That is literally bullshit. Like all the sex trafficking thing, when it all comes out from a legal perspective, all that sex trafficking shit is bullshit. And I will be surprised, and you can watch this podcast and tell me I'm dumb shit, but I will be surprised if he's convicted on sex trafficking because nothing he did meets the technical elements of sex trafficking.
What do you mean? He was flying people over. He was flying prostitutes and all that stuff. Everybody over.
Was he profiting from the prostitutes?
Yes.
Yes.
He was not.
Okay.
Holy shit. This is what sucks. All right. Fresh take, because we're going to do this. I told Anthony I was going to do this today. I'm going to riff like I'm fucking Cab Calloway. That's how old I am. Everybody has a fucking opinion on how to do my job. It's this, like there's a couple of jobs where like people tell you what to do. Like nobody's going to tell a fucking orthodontic assistant like how to do their job because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But in a situation where you're a lawyer or something like that, everybody can tell you how your job is. Totally cool. Totally wrong. Just say. That was me on my soapbox at the end. End scene.
So what's the definition of sex trafficking then?
Sex trafficking is transporting somebody for the purpose of making money off that person. And that was me just bullshitting it because...
That was literally what he did.
No, he did not. He was not making money off that person. He was not making money off the whores. He paid the whores, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he did not profit from the whores. He probably should have put some money into baby oil. He probably profited off that. But he didn't profit off the whores. He paid the whores. And there were willing participants so far, according to the testimony, including Cassie, who, by the way, look, I'm talking a lot of shit. That chick got her ass beat. That was bad. Nobody deserves to be hit by a man. No female deserves to be hit by a man. That's 100% wrong. Fuck that guy for doing it. He should be convicted of anything to do with that. It's terrible. But I'm kind of being a jackass because I'm a criminal defense attorney as well as a personal injury attorney. And so from a criminal defense perspective, he has not committed the crime of sex trafficking because the people who he could have profited from appear to have been willing in the process. So that's why I say that.
Isn't he profiting from the people that received the services he was providing?
Work that out. What does that mean?
Whoever he was sending the prostitutes to, he is going to benefit financially from those people.
No, for example, he had the Punisher, peeing in what's her name's mouth? Cassie? I'm old. So how does he profit from Cassie in that situation?
Would it matter if he profits from the Punisher?
No, because he paid the Punisher. By the way, this is weird. I'm going to flat out say it is weird. A guy with a name like Punisher, I want to see how big that guy's dick is. I just do. It's weird, but...
Nope.
I do.
Nope.
He's the Punisher. That shit's got to be 10 limp inches,
he's
right?
He's the Punisher because he's willing to piss in somebody's
mouth.
No,
I think he's got a huge cause.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so as we're doing this,
by the way, this is my thought process. All you fuckers can judge me, but these are the things I think about. Yeah.
nobody's judging you back.
So you better have a foot long dick. I'm just.
This is weird. Did he?
Is there a difference of getting money the person versus
They would somebody said that they would finish on Cassie and then Diddy would go and lick it off of her. And then also
Gross. Very gross.
rub it on himself, on his nipples.
Cool.
Yes, literally like that. Literally like that.
Oh my god, this is weird.
So yes, then he's profiting.
Okay, he's not. From a financial perspective, he's not profiting. Now, like, look, it's weird. I'm in front of Sage and her mom, and we're talking about this shit, so it's really fucking weird for me. However, from a criminal perspective, I just don't see how you can make the connection between him profiting and this situation. Kid Cudi to me, I think is benefiting from publicity. If he really is with Cassie, because I'm an old man, I don't pay attention.
No, he's not with Cassie now. He dated Cassie for like a few months after her and Diddy broke up.
Okay.
And then that's when Diddy crashed out and did that to his car, broke into his house.
But when did he crash out? I thought he crashed out in like 23. Like and I thought him and Cassie broke up in like before 20.
No, a long time ago. This was a long time ago. Because she's married now. She's married with her husband.
Who's her husband?
Alex Fine.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. That's his husband. That's who it is. And
That guy.
And
That's the guy that's married to Cassie.
and she's pregnant. And they have two.
Is she pregnant with the Punisher's kid?
No,
No, because he.
that was a long time ago. Yeah.
I just think R. Kelly. Remember that Chappelle show episode where he does like, I'm gonna pee on you? Like that's.
I heard that. Though somebody was like, dude, Diddy is making R. Kelly look like a freaking saint.
Except for R. Kelly married a fucking 15-year-old. Oh.
He didn't marry her, did he?
Yeah, he did. There is a marriage document for Aaliyah and R. Kelly.
Well, Cassie and Diddy were dating when she was 20 years old.
So?
That's when this all started.
So?
Legally.
Yes, I know.
15 is different.
Think of it as in me.
Girl, I mean, no. Don't put that in my fucking head. You're not allowed to put that in my head
You're
saying.
gonna think I'm a child, right? Child. Exactly. Thank you. That's her whole thing going on.
You're different. You're welcome. That was versus. My penis is an innie now. Thank you.
Also, and for the Sage and Sanders, like as he's doing to her, I think it from like the legal perspective too, to where it's like he's saying things like, well, you guys are prompting him like, well, dude, what if he makes money off of the other person? And he say, oh, you can't verify that this and other. So you can even spin a question that's more direct because you get to him or so clip this other, where it's like, is there a difference between making money off of somebody in the future versus like exchange of funds, like at the moment? Like, is that like in a legal world, is that what would be a call out or not? You know, Clay?
Do me a favor. Ask me this.
Yeah.
Like, do the cut. Either one of you. Ask me, how is it not sex trafficking if he's paying the Punisher? Okay.
You can go ahead. Yeah.
Wait, how is it not sex trafficking if he's paying the Punisher?
Do it again, but that.
No, I was trying to get the question in my head.
Yes.
Okay. All right, then. So how is it not sex trafficking if he's paying the Punisher?
Well, here's the thing. We know that the Punisher was paid, but we don't know how the Punisher was paid. Like, does the Punisher have an escort agency? Does the Punisher have a management team? Or was he paying the Punisher directly? Because if he's paying these people, the people who are exposed to a sex trafficking claim in that situation are more likely his agent, the management company, things of that nature. Diddy is not trafficking the Punisher. Now, as to Cassie, is he trafficking Cassie? You have to show a financial benefit. And where is the financial benefit to Diddy in trafficking the woman? It sounds shitty, and I get it. I'm a terrible person for thinking of it. But like from that perspective, he's not making money. He's getting his kink off, which is fucking weird. We can all agree. But he's not financially benefiting in some way to traffic this woman. If anybody was trafficked, it was the Punisher, and you would have to explore how the Punisher was trafficked.
All right.
You know what's more fascinating to me? is there's a case up in Canada with 5 NHL players who are alleged back in 2018 to have raped a girl in a hotel. And so this didn't come to trial until this year, so obviously 7 years after the fact. But the whole point is they're really focusing on her actions versus the actions of the players. And like, to be fair, like you get a 5 to 7, 18-year-olds in a room with the chick, they're going to do gross things. Totally not a defense. However, and she settled with like the Hockey Canada Association for, I want to say like 3 or 5 million. I forget what it was. But it's fascinating to me because even the people who weren't involved are saying that she appeared to be very open to this idea. And then I think she regretted it after the fact. And so to me, that case is much more fascinating from a perspective of what's okay, what's not, and what standard do you apply in a situation where somebody appears to be willing in the beginning, they may be intoxicated, and then the next day it's like, oh, I regret that. Like, and to be fair, from a dude's perspective, I don't get it. So it's good to ask that questions like you guys, because like in a situation like that, like, you know.
So first off, I feel like that excuse is every rapist's excuse. She was willing, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it's his word against hers, always.
Yeah.
Secondly, I think there are situations where there are females, usually I think it's younger females, that they get caught in doing something they shouldn't be doing, and they say, I was forced to do it.
Okay.
As adult women, maybe there's a relationship, a marriage, a job, where they're like, this was against my will. I didn't do this intentionally, because they're trying to save face. Mm-hmm. But it could not be easy having all of your sexual history and social media history displayed out for everybody to see.
Well, and
why would you do that to yourself?
I mean, and to be fair, there are things, there's like rape shield statutes, so like your prior sexual history is not allowed to come.
Supposed to.
Well,
supposedly, right?
Yeah. I mean, unless, yeah, you're right. There are situations where you can overcome it. But it's a fascinating case for me. I'm not saying the guys, because like one of the guys comes off really bad, and the other 4 you're like, ooh, sucks for you guys. But it's just interesting one's perspective on that, because like, it's weird. You know what I mean? Like, why are you going to a hotel room with four dudes at 3 a.m? It's not your fault, but it's your fault type situation. You know what I mean? Like, and you definitely have an opinion on it. Like, I think we all saw that. But I don't know. Like, that one's different to me. Diddy to me is just a dude who's fucked. Like, I think that everybody's lined up to fuck that guy. But like, I'm more fascinated by the idea of like human dynamics and what happens in that room and who's responsible. And people have testified that they came in, they didn't do anything, and they saw things. It's just weird. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. But going back to what you were saying about going somewhere 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, what was her intent? Take, for example, the Zach Bryan, right?
I don't know that. What is,
Zach Bryan having a party. 300 people show up. You think every person showing up to that party is thinking, I'm going to go there and I'm going to have sex with Zach Bryan? Or are they going there to say, I was there?
Well, I would hope the first. I mean, the second, not the first. And let me
Never
sorry.
mind. You just said that.
Here's one of the things. Like, this actually makes me fucking giggle for a lot of reasons. Tams loves Zach Bryan. Loves this dude. And to be fair, I fucking hate country. I like the guy. Zach Bryan apparently was in Vegas. He rented a house and he did a show. And on his Insta, he said, hey, come party with me. The neighborhood got packed.
Obviously, I didn't get the memo.
She did not get the memo. Here's where Tams is about to get pissed. Cops shut down the party, kicked everybody out. Literally across the street is one of my good friends. And, wow, I have a lot of thoughts about that comment. But, so they shut down the Zach Bryan party at his house. My buddy has a house across the street, and he said, hey, man, you want to just come over and have beers? So Zach Bryan and a couple of his buddies came over to my friend's house. They had a few beers, and Zach like just sat down at my buddy's piano, played, sang some songs, and it was a good time. Had I known maybe I could have filled tans, but I didn't learn until much after the fact. So she hates me for that.
It's just taking the shiv. Whatever.
But it appears that Zach Bryan was a good dude to my buddy. Ooh. Am I too quiet?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Oh, no.
You're good. It's not a quiet thing. It's I love me people.
She reversed them both. Oh, they.
This world. There we go. Hell yeah. Fucking much better. Okay, boy.
So these unpopular opinions.
Hold on, my friend.
No, I'm just asking him. Is he reading like as a lawyer? I would not.
No, that's your concept of pretties.
Okay.
If you're gonna do like a hot egg.
So many thoughts, right? That Zach Bryan shit makes me giggle. Just saying.
You can keep going with that, right?
No, it's all right. I thought.
Or are you saying this right here?
Oh yeah.
The baby.
Is the baby?
No. Name one hit DaBaby had.
Huh?
Name one hit DaBaby had.
Name one hit Zach Bryan.
Something in the orange.
There. Oh, right here. Fucking, you can do the same to everybody.
Dude, I feel like you.
Yeah, that fucking
The
one song.
the bop song.
Yeah.
No, man. In addition, hold on. I told you about it today. I like that one.
Up on Broadway. Yeah. I'm not saying I hate Zach Bryan. I went to 3 of his concerts. I just got. I was hung along you Peaceful Pacifica for 3 hours, sitting in the back of this car. My wife drove us to California because she wanted to go to California, and it was the night after his concert. We're driving there, so she's still listening to all music, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, it doesn't feel like the song never fucking changed.
Oh, so you're like, he's not DaBaby. He's fucking Jack Johnson of country music. That's what you
It's the
said.
same thing. Every song the lady has the same exact song.
I get what you're saying now. Okay.
She just doesn't change.
Oh, so you're saying the lyrics are different, but the sound is the same.
Yeah.
Not just the sound, the cadence, the rhythm, the background music, the fucking.
And you went to 3 concerts. Okay.
I don't hate.
Zach, thanks you for your donation.
Yeah, what are you doing, dude? All you're doing is pissing off tans. Yeah.
Not pissing me off. I'm like, oh, he went 3 times and he hates it. That's awesome.
I will say this. Here's the thing. Like Jack Johnson, because DaBaby is not my jam. I got to tell you a story about tell you another story. But like Jack Johnson, every song sounds the fucking same. But I will listen to every goddamn Jack Johnson song that you put on the fucking radio.
I don't know who that is.
The name of Akins?
Curious George. Did you see Curious George?
Curious George, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a song in there.
The cartoon, or are you talking about
Upside
the
down.
live action one?
I don't fucking feel
Right?
Did he?
Yeah, because the cartoon is back in the day like that. Unfortunately, we grew up with
Cartoon.
live action
Can
cartoon.
we talk about the fact that
No, I don't know the live
Yo.
action.
like Donald Trump killed Sesame Street?
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
They also just killed Medicaid.
Yeah, but I get
Medicare.
fucking Big Bird, man. Like, really? That's fucked up. I mean, you're colored like the Snuffleupagus, but you gotta get him off the air. That's mean.
He looks like them too.
Oh, thank God for Netflix. Netflix picked it up. Netflix saved us from Donald Trump. Just saying. All right. Unpopular opinions, hot takes, things Ben Law team would never do.
Okay. So, as a lawyer, I would not.
It's a bit malpractice.
Comment on that question.
Look, as a lawyer, what do you not do? You don't fucking steal from your clients.
Big one.
You don't convict your clients. And third, and most importantly for some people, you don't fuck your clients. All right? Those 3 things. Yeah.
Okay. Clarify fucking your client.
As in have relations, penetrative sex.
Because there's some people that have not had penetrative sex, nor any type of I did not have sex with that woman kind of relations that would feel like they were fucked by their lawyer.
Well, you could be fucked by your lawyer and not be literally penetrated by your lawyer. I was just saying. Not here, but it does happen. One of the things we always talk about, and it blows my mind, is the idea that a lawyer takes more than the client. Like, I forget who it was. I was looking at a distribution sheet, and what a distribution sheet is it tells you like this much money goes to the doctors, this much money goes to costs, this much money goes to the lawyer, this is how much money you have.
It's the breakdown.
Yeah. And I was looking at one, and it was like the client walked away with it. It wasn't obviously mine. It was somebody else's. But I think the client walked away with, like, on $100,000 case where a client should get roughly about 33 grand. I think the client walked away with like $2,000. And it fucking blew my mind. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, this job is not to fuck the client. This job is, if you come into me, I take care of you, we do everything, right? You should walk out with about 33 grand. And if you walk out with $2,000, I fucked you. Like, I literally fucked you. There's no way that would happen. The only time, we talked about this the other day, like, the only time you get less money than I do, and it's not my fault, is if you have a child support lien. So if you didn't pay for your kid, like, I have no control over that. So if the state tells me I have to pay $8,000 for your kid and you get nothing, to be fair, I'm not going to care about that, because, like, I should get $8,000 and your kid should get $8,000. But at the same time, like, you should probably fucking take care of your kid, and that's on you. But that's different.
Agreed.
Okay.
What about encouraging somebody to take a deal that they weren't comfortable with?
I mean, in that situation, it depends, right?
Right.
You know, like,
No, I agree.
if it's something they're like, I want $1 million. It's like, dude, your meds are 10 grand. Like, to be fair, you're not going to get $1 million.
And there's a 25K policy limit.
But we do have situations where we have a commercial policy. And when you hear an attorney talk about a commercial policy, usually it means about $1 million or above. Sometimes it could be less, but typically when you say commercial policy, it's $1 million and above. If your treatment on a commercial policy is $30,000, you're not going to get $1 million. Hopefully you should get right around 100 with a good result. But like, your treatment factors into it and things like that. But we cannot pull, a rabbit out of our ass to get you $1 million if you didn't put the work in. If you're not injured, if the property damage wasn't bad, things like that. Now, as a case manager,
You didn't seek treatment.
yeah, as a case manager, Tams and Seiji, because you're starting down that road.
Yeah.
Like, what are things you would hate to see? Like, if you inherit a file, say from Daisy, what is something that if you saw it, you'd be like, dude, that sucks?
First off, if I ever inherited a case from Daisy, I would never see anything in there that I would be like, that sucks.
You're right.
Yeah.
But that's because Daisy's amazing.
Secondly, I do have a case where another case manager / attorney's office did not direct the client. They did not explain to them, you should be seeking treatment. You should be going here. Somebody should be reaching out to you. And that's important to me. The other one is I think we can all, Sage and Daisy, have complete faith in you and Jess. And I think that when people are like, yeah, my attorney doesn't know what the hell he's doing, just listen to me, don't listen to him, I think that's kind of shitty. Like, then why are you there? Like, if you don't have faith in the person that you're working for, then why are you there?
Yeah, I would definitely say communication. I feel like communication is obviously very, very big. Like, not seeing communication with the client, because clients would then be calling, I don't know what's going on in my case. Granted,
Some clients are needy.
doing that.
Some clients are needy.
We'll be doing that,
Mhm.
and that still does happen, but we will go on and tell them again. But I feel like what sometimes our clients do fail to understand is our case managers are not just dealing with one case. I feel like they don't understand on how many cases each and every one of us have, and that it's a lot, and we really do try our best to get back to them in a timely manner. Like, we do try and help and ask or answer all the questions that they have and help them understand what the process is like and stuff like that. So,
touching on that, Sage, I think that there's a lot of people out there, client-wise, that don't understand that we document our phone calls and document our texts and our communications. So if we touch base with you, it's documented. So if somebody's upset for whatever reason and says, I haven't heard from my case manager in a month, anybody can review the file and say, well, they just reached out to you last week and the week before that and the week before that. So
we just had that when somebody left a review and they said that they haven't heard from one of the case managers and they literally just reached out to them.
And in that case, when we see that, everybody's pulling up the file
Yeah.
to see what happened. And everybody sees that there was communication and that the client was just upset for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know what sucks? What sucks is when you're sitting at a fucking podcast and you learn you got a shitty review and nobody told you, but apparently...
No, I did tell you. What are you talking about? I did tell you.
Which one?
It was Jen's.
Was it?
Yes, I told you about it.
Made about something, but
Yeah, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to go on that one.
Yeah. But here's the thing, like, when all said and done, like, it's hard to justify that you have no contact with the case manager when I give you my cell phone. You know what I mean? Like, literally everybody has my cell phone. So you can contact me. I had legitimately a 45-minute text conversation with a client today because she just was upset about a rental car. 45 minutes of my life talking about a rental car that was already taken care of. But that's what you do for your clients. You take care of them. And my case manager, everybody is very involved and they give a shit. And I say mine, I should say mine and Jess. But we give a shit. We take care of your case. And there are backstops. You can always get a hold of me 24/7. For instance, say you got a DUI. You could probably get a hold of me at 3 a.m. Some people think that they can't, but they can. If you call me, I might not answer it, but I'll definitely wake up because today, I think I was up at like 4:30.
Leave a voicemail.
Yeah. Leave a voicemail, text me, whatever. But I think it was up at 4:30, so I'm going to be on it. There were people coming back from EDC who got in a little bit of trouble, and within an hour, I was already on their case. I was on their case before they were booked in.
I can tell you this. I had a friend that got in a car accident in the middle of the night and Ben responded to her.
What EDC client? I'm interested. I actually want to go
Really
to
say
well,
client's
I see,
name.
but yeah. We'll talk about that later. But I did know there was 2 deaths in EDC this year. Well, that just happened this past.
There were 2 what?
Deaths.
Oh,
2 people died.
yeah.
What are the common cases that you see
Well, with what? With EDC?
with EDC?
Oh, it's usually, to be fair, it's not actually DUIs. Because the traffic is so fucking bad getting out of that place. They're like,
Nobody's.
yeah, you can't drive like a jackass. It's mostly drug possession. What you have, especially if you're like into like your fence, your Percocets, things like that, your opiates, it's usually people passed out in their car in the parking lot and the officers just walk on. They don't have the hunched over. Yeah, no. But it's a felony, so.
And what about undercover officers? Are people selling?
There's the occasional buy bust. Yeah. Like you will see that. But yeah, one of the things, this is funny. And I have a friend who is in the, for lack of a better term, the drug team for the district attorney's office. And according to vice cops, there are no Percocets on the street that are legitimate Percocets. 100% of the perks on the street. So 100% of the low grade Percocet, which is an opiate, 100% of the ones on the street are fentanyl.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how does a buy bust work?
What a buy bust is essentially the officers have identified somebody who they believe is selling drugs. They will send an undercover or a confidential informant to buy from that person. And in the process of buying from that person, there will be somebody videotaping it. And it's not like a camcorder or a phone or shit like that. It's usually a body cam. And they will record the buy. They will record the transfer of money and drugs. And then after the person walks away, they'll arrest both parties So it looks like, oh,
Legit.
yeah. And then they'll release, obviously, the undercover or the CI, which stands for confidential informant, after the fact. But the drug dealer will be arrested.
I'm actually surprised that there was only 2 deaths. I say, because there's how many people?
Like 500,000. But over the 2 deaths, so if somebody, can you go after anybody if you have an accidental overdose?
Well, one was in the hospital, or one was in the hotel.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. One guy died in the hotel room, and the other guy died at the scene, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, in a situation like that, no. Unless you could prove that the promoters... Well, you have to prove that the promoters know that the drugs were getting in, that they know the person who's selling the drugs.
Okay.
Like, there has to be a lot of things that attach for that to happen. So in a situation like that, no, it's very hard.
So outside of EDC, let's say, for example, I purchase drugs from Anthony. Sorry, Anthony. If I purchase drugs from him and there's evidence that I purchased from him and I overdose, is there a lawsuit against him?
Potentially, yes.
Okay.
But does Anthony have enough money to cover the lawsuit? Does Anthony have...
Civil.
Yes.
Okay.
It's civil. Anthony would definitely be charged with some form of murder, but like that's not going to stick. It's the worst, best they can get is maybe an involuntary manslaughter. But he knew or should have known that his drugs contained something that would cause somebody to die.
All right. So I think we got some at-fault reaction.
Oh, that's what this is.
So we got some good ones. Let's see.
And just so y'all remember, I don't watch this shit before it happens, so this is all new to me. First off, who's the dumbass in the red van stopping in the middle of the road? Somebody,
Cleared off the highway.
somebody, I hope you turn and get hit. Like, you deserve to be hit. Oh, shit. See, that sucks. Like, that dude just drives off. What a dick. Like, you just caused that and you drive off. Let's watch you stop, red van, you bastard. And responsible driver behind you stops.
Well,
And responsible driver behind them stops.
that's East Coast.
Boom. I think that's
So,
Texas.
yeah.
Midwest.
So how does
Cincinnati?
Ohio's Midwest.
So how
Is Ohio Midwest? You're telling me I was born in the Midwest.
Yes. Where were you born?
Ohio?
Yeah, girl, you're a flyer.
Dayton.
Yeah. That's Midwest. Like,
Okay, so in that situation, who is at fault with the multiple parties?
a couple of people. One, fuck that red van. He's 100% at fault. Two, Anthony moved it, but I'm going to go off memory. The white van, not the first white van, but the second white van is at fault, right? Because it's a silver van. Silver van's at fault because he fucked everybody up.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then so the middle 2 wouldn't be at fault?
They didn't do shit. They were just,
Right.
they were stopped.
Saying, yeah.
Yeah. And to be fair to the white van who was behind the black van, even though you ran into the black van, no, it's not your fault. Somebody forced you into said van. But
fair.
whoever the molester is in the Chevy Astro van, you're a bastard. All right, pull up the next one, Anthony. Let's see it.
He was sex trafficking.
Oh, stop it with that shit. To be honest, at the time when I got hit by a car and got it on camera, all right, girl, you got hit twice. That's the pavement.
Throwback.
Yeah.
There's Anthony, there's also a video I sent on Ben's Instagram. I don't know if you're able to pull it up too. That one was pretty good.
Is that my Instagram? Who's that bearded fucker? Hey, who's that chick on the right? She looks like she's been to at least 3 Zach Bryan concerts.
Yeah, look at all those. Yeah. You don't even have it saved. You don't have it saved. Just kidding.
Oh, bones.
Cause it's one like that. It's with the bike. But it's actually really good. You'll like it because of what he did, but I actually, while we waiting for that, I almost got in an accident this week.
Oh, we talked about that.
Did I tell you?
That shit?
No, I just saw your comment like I chased him.
Yes. So
I try to ignore those.
I'm just driving, Yeah. I know. I was mad because I had
We
night.
already had this conversation on the podcast about Sage's.
Sage loves the
Yes.
porn.
I do love the horn when
You
you're
have a little anger.
when you're a stupid driver, when you don't follow the rules. I was just driving speed limit, obviously. And
lot.
I'll just like to, I was, okay? I was cruising because
That I was
I
not.
always be getting sleepy sometimes. So I'd be chilling. I'd be driving. And the car, there's 2 lanes. And so I'm in the far right lane and then there's the left lane. And I'm just driving and I can see the car next to me already trying to merge into my lane. No blinker, nothing. And so I immediately put my horn because, hello, you're not checking your lane. And it caused me to go out of my lane. And she swerved back into her lane. So I came back into my lane. And then she all of a sudden just goes straight into my lane. And I had to go back out my lane really quick. And then she just like continued to speed up. And I was just debating. I was like, do I just let it go? No, I did not let it go.
His road rage kicked in.
Yeah, I definitely caught up to her and I rolled down my window and I was just like, can you learn how to drive? Like, can you focus on
And what did she do?
what you're doing?
What is she?
She's just driving like this.
Look. No,
She looked at me like this, like really quick. She was like this and she was like, I'm like, dude, it's because I had the dog in the car. So I
And
did
for the record, we have an office dog. His
Yes.
name is Knight. He is a very large,
85 pounds.
very black
big boy.
German Shepherd. Love him to death, sweet dog, but he's scary as shit.
Yeah, he looks very intimidating. And when Sage rolls down the window and he sticks his head out and he's glaring you down, you are not going to make eye contact.
No.
Yes. Well, I didn't have his window rolled down. I rolled down my passenger window, but still, I was just like, again, so me having Night in the car, I feel like we can talk about this, a dog, and I get into an accident and he gets hurt.
We talked about this. Yeah.
Am I having to pay the bill or does that come from the at-fault party?
I would definitely sue over vet bills. And I think if it went to trial, I think that it would be a very sympathetic case. It's just a matter of getting there. But yeah, like, don't hurt my dog, Dick.
Because I have a seatbelt for Night, kind of. I heard that they're not that good because in case they do have an accident, it's like pulling their neck because it's attached to his collar. So I might have to look and find some other ones. But look at this video.
What am I looking at?
Just look. Just watch.
I do not. Oh, shit. Like, what was.
But look what he does. Look what he does. He gets out his phone immediately, takes a picture because the car drives off.
Dude,
And those people are chasing the car.
couple of things. Like, one, what the fuck just happened? Like, what was the guy in the Beamer thinking? Boom!
Because he wasn't even pulling into a drive. Literally.
He would have ran into the pool otherwise.
Oh
right?
my goodness.
As bad as it sounds, he wanted the GTA points.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
But that's what you should do.
But right, it wasn't that
Yes, yes.
That was it. Yeah.
I will tell you, like, here's a funny story that we all shared. We were coming back from lunch, was it a week ago? From Pizza Rock?
Or 2.
Yeah, it was 1 or 2 weeks ago. We're coming back from Pizza Rock. All of a sudden, like, if you've ever been on Fremont Street, you know you have those vendors that are there, and then you have, like, the random meth addicts that are walking down the street.
Oh, I know.
Like, all of a sudden, they get in a fight, right? And so you have vendor, tweaker getting in a fight. And it's funny because, like, growing up, when I saw a fight, it was like, oh, shit, watch it. But literally, I'm old, clearly, because everybody's like, yo, get your phone, get your phone, get your phone.
Like they were saying that. They're like, pull out your phone, pull out your phone.
So all of a sudden, the tweaker and the vendor are getting in a fight, and there's like 30 phones on this shit. And it was hilarious, I'm not going to lie. And to be fair, I didn't do anything until the vendor started kneeing the tweaker in the head. And then I kind of threw them both in opposite directions and stopped it. But to me, it was the weirdest thing that, like, people's first reaction when you see a fight is to whip out your phone so you can record it.
No. My first reaction was to turn around and tell Ben there was a fight.
Yeah. No, that's literally what I did. I was like, they're fighting. And you're like, no, they're not. And they're like, oh shit, they are.
Yeah, and I turn around and I'm like, Ben, they're fighting.
But it was funny. As soon as Ben stepped in, they both like looked at Ben and they're like, we're good.
Nope.
They're like, I think I heard somebody too. Somebody was like, shit, is that was me? He's like, I'd be scared of shit too. But yeah, I go to the gym a lot. I do go. Well, I try to go to the gym every day. Try every day. And
Thing.
as we know that there was a shooting.
I do. You go to the gym a lot.
Yeah.
So don't be talking shit about my daughter.
I go to the gym like half an hour, like 3 times a week.
Okay, bro.
It goes.
The reason why I was segueing this is because, like, you're talking about the whole phone thing. They got an interview from that dude's an interview with a guy that was like running laps, and his reaction is so honest because he's like, "Oh, I saw this guy come out with a gun and he shoots this guy, and this other guy came up and just pulled out a fucking camera and just started running in circles around the guy with a gun with the camera."
Are you fucking kidding me?
Recording the whole fucking thing. He's like, "What the fuck's going on?" You have to watch. Like, it's like this guy. He's like the whole time, but he's young and raised.
Show me this, because like literally I'm gonna lose my shit.
Like, okay, that's 2. I'm like, oh, they dropped the highway. So I'm like, okay. And then the third boo popped before. It knocked me to the ground. I was completely on the ground. I was like, what the heck? And I put my hand back to it. I had blood on my hand. I was like,
Oh, there was his name.
That guy got shot in the ass. That's what I just saw.
It's a different guy. There's like an old white dude that the video of I'll see if I can find it, I'll send it to you. But that was his reaction. He was like running laps and he was like, yeah, it sounded like this. And then, yeah, I just didn't know what to do. I just saw this kid fucking running around the camera and I was like, dude, fucking run.
No, but did you see the guy that he walks past initially when he first walks in with was it AR-AK, whatever? He walks in with
It was
the
223, so it was an AR. Yeah.
Yeah, I walked in with the AR. He's walking in, and the guy's walking out. He's just on his phone, and then he like looks up at him, and then he just like keeps walking, and then like he like turns around as he's like pushing the door with like his back, like as he's leaving, and he's just looking, and then everybody in the comments are just like, "I wish I was like unbothered as this guy coming in." Like,
Thank God I'm leaving.
yeah, I was just like, dude, oh my god, I would have ran as soon as I saw. I would have.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
he couldn't get it unjammed. And then he just left. And I think that's where the comes go. I don't think he knew what to kind of like weight strap.
We did speak with one man who said the shooter was directly in front of him, and the first thing he thought to do was get on the ground and call for help.
That was on the running track. And then I heard what sounded like weights dropping. I turned and I could see him fire down this guy over here. And then his gun jabbed. And then he started walking around in circles, and I don't think he knew what to do because he couldn't get it unjammed. And then he just left, and I think that's when the consequence.
Fuck news stations. They fucking cut the best part.
Oh my god.
I saw that shit on Facebook, and I was like, this is fucking bizarre.
Here's the thing, like, this is what people don't understand. Like, they really do think, like, you were talking about GTA points and shit like that. Like, people don't think, like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna shoot me. Like, clearly he's gonna shoot everybody else. He ain't gonna shoot me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna whip out my phone. I'm gonna put it on World Star, and it's gonna be dope. But like, the guy literally has a gun.
No, if I'm pulling out my phone, it's to call 911. It is not to, especially in that situation. Like, no. I would probably honestly call my mom first. Have that equal. My first.
And that's why I say it would be dead.
No, because then my mom would come in and there'd be bleed.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right. What are you trying?
Shootings, all that stuff. Like, oh, just run. Don't try to like videotape the dude, because why? Like, he's got a bullet with your name on it because somebody didn't love him enough.
And then
when he was
heaven
fired.
forbid you post it, because then people are like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, people are dying and you're over here with your phone watching it.
World Star.
You've never been on E-bombs, bro. Puffins.
Okay, here's another one.
All right, when God has plans with you, this means somebody fucking escaped. So let's watch it. Oh shit! Are you serious? Did they not hit him at all?
That's exactly what he thought. Like,
Did they not hit him at all?
He just almost got hit by the cop car too.
Damn. Like, wait.
oh,
He literally got missed by 2 cars. I want to see him from behind. I want to see the camera from behind to see how brown his pants are. But, like, that's the luckiest motherfucker I've seen in a minute. That was insane.
I mean, you jump.
Yeah, that's why I don't do horror movies.
I don't like scary movies either.
I love scary movies.
Oh, I seen this. They're on an excursion, and they crashed the ATV.
Into a tree? Who does that?
Lady drivers, just saying.
Yes.
Say, we have.
Where's Jess when we need?
I'm just saying Sage crashed into a boulder.
When I was 15.
You're 15.
15.
No, I was talking more about Sage has a cousin who was on an ATV on an excursion and went into a tree.
She was on my cousin Lux.
Cancun.
It was to Cancun, and she crashed. It wasn't hard, but it was pretty fucking funny. I was laughing because I said if we had a GoPro, we would have got that footage. And sure, I was like, but I mean, when you do get into like when you're on excursion and stuff like that, and you crash into the vehicle, is that what the waivers are for? Like,
No.
do you have to pay for the
Well,
damage? If you
Let's
cause
say this.
damage?
It varies country by country.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But if that happens in the States, like say you're in Hawaii, you're doing like some Maui, like Road to Hana shit, and you're on an ATV. If a person crashes into you, hell no, you didn't sign a waiver for some jackass to hit you. So you will always be able to sue. And you can sue the company, you can sue the person who hit you, all that stuff.
Now, if you were to wreck your ATV, though, and cause damage, can they come after you as the rider?
It depends. It's always,
Right.
attorney language, right? It depends. Did you do it intentionally? Are you just trying to... I'm taking this word back, and it's terrible, and I'm sorry for those. But if you're a retard,
If you're challenged.
We'll bleep it.
if you're retarded,
If you're challenged.
then
bleep it.
you can... Yeah. Don't bleep that shit. I get final editorial control.
Okay. So we're on an excursion.
Bleeping it.
Oh, we're there?
Daisy,
We're there in a relationship? We're on an excursion? Really?
Daisy hits me. Is there any personal injury lawsuit that I can?
Yes.
Okay.
Sue the shit out of Daisy.
Oh, look. All right. They say or stay safe out on duty.
Is this Dumont Dunes?
Yes.
Oh my God. Don't go to Dumont Dunes because it's full of jackasses. But roll it back because I didn't see that.
He caught some man.
That's not even like.
No, that's the assumption there is,
Compel,
homie.
right?
No. You took the choice to do that stupid action. That's 100% on you. Now, if you're the passenger and maybe he's drunk, you sue him for that. But that's probably like a really, what do you figure, like a 60 grand, dune buggy that just got trashed? That's on you.
Does insurance cover ATV or crashes like that?
You do have a policy, yeah. Most people have a policy. Most people should have a policy. I had a guy back in the day, and he would have been convicted of a DUI, but I hired him, so he wasn't. But, he rolled the ATV, and his buddy was passenger, and the ATV rolled, and his passenger lost his arm.
Oh.
Yeah. So he made some money off that. All right. Anthony's showing me some new stuff.
Who knew getting rear-ended could turn into this?
Oh.
Was that rear-ended or just kind of sideswiped? But
That was a rear-ended, but it put
Ooh,
him
I'm waiting for somebody to roll up and hit him in the... Oh, no.
He was rear-ended and then kind of sideswiped the car next to him.
Oh my gosh. I saw this one with the cop
Mhm.
on the freeway, and he was assisting an already accident,
Yeah.
and then another car comes and hits the car again, and then just like the other one we saw where they nearly missed the guy, that was with the cop. But then you can also see everybody just still speeding on by, and it's I just can't.
Here's what's
you
nuts.
Stop that.
Here's what's nuts and what people don't realize, and this is why traffic cops are always pissed off. Because if you're on a bike, All those cops are pissed off. They're all jerks. Love you to death, guys. Just saying. But I guess studies have shown that when you're drunk, you're attracted to flashing lights. So like when a cop pulls somebody fucking over, like a drunk driver on the road is gonna be like, hey, look at those lights. And they will start to drift towards that person. So like when a cop stops somebody on the highway, they're literally taking their own life in their hands because drunk people, for whatever reason, psychologically, I don't know, are attracted to flashing lights and they drift in that direction. It's scarier than shit.
And sometimes it's just older or just strange people. There was one in
You're
Riverside.
attracted to older, strange people?
No,
You should probably have
Riverside.
Riverside.
There was an accident in Riverside. It wasn't an accident. Well, it ended up being an accident. But the highway patrol pulled over a car, was citing that car, and an elderly lady hit the CHP officer. And when she was questioned, she was like, I was just looking at the pretty lights. And it's like, I mean,
She also loves microdosing and acid.
stop.
All right. I think Anthony was showing us one more.
Right, Sage.
Yes, this one is a Mexican Navy ship, or training ship. That
Oh,
was
can we
sup-
talk about this? Can we talk about, like, first off, who do the Mexicans have, like, a 3-masted fucking vessel? Like, what the shit is this?
And what are they doing
In Brooklyn?
Yes.
They were sending them off.
And, like, was Trump trying to deport a bunch of Mexicans on their own Navy ship? Like, what the fuck was this?
So you have to come get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were going to Iceland. They were sending them.
All I gotta say is, like, I saw that and I was like, oh my God, this can't be real.
It was a
Like,
dark-
it was, and God, like, I'm sorry for the 2 people who died, but this just made me fucking laugh my ass off.
This is the boat.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it.
Why can't I say that? Why is it a culture thing?
Thing.
Because it's, I don't know what it is, but it's a Hispanic architect.
Girls,
It's a
it was a
Navy ship.
fucking Mexican Navy goodwill ship. That's what it was. Second off, I can say it because, like, y'all got, like, a modern Navy.
Look at all those phones
Yeah.
watching it too.
Yeah.
Like at some,
Y'all do the math.
Like,
you
some
see
point-
the masts are higher than the fucking bridge.
look at the tugboat. Look at the, yeah. He's like trying to go like, stop.
This is not a Mexicans are stupid thing, and I'm not trying to suggest that, Daisy. What I'm saying is, what the fuck was this?
So it's kind of like the overpasses when you have like
Yeah,
it tells you well, or like semis. It says this is the maximum height, and they're like, I can make it.
Oh, dude, where was I the other day? I thought my truck, because, I got that, like, I have a small penis, so I need a big truck type thing. So I was going in one of the casinos, and I think it said it was like 6'7". And you know that thing you do in your car and you think you're close, so you like duck, even though it's your roof's like, I did that. But that kind of what it reminds me of. You're right. Like in a situation where you're like, oh, what's going on here?
So, when obviously the people who were injured in the
died.
ship, yes. Who do they go after? Their families in that case go after. Do they go after the Navy? Do they go after the ship? Do they go? Yeah.
Yes, all of those people. However, here's your problem in a situation like that. You are suing, you have to sue federally, right? Like you can't sue in the state of New York. You have to sue federally. And the reason you have to sue federally is because you're talking about 2 different sovereigns. You're talking about the United States and you're talking about Mexico. And the question becomes, does the Mexican government have immunity based upon the fact that they are a separate sovereign? And so there's a lot of things that play into, play into whether you can sue or not. Admittedly, the insurance involved in that situation may cover it, but there are some big hurdles you would have to get over in order to be compensated in that situation. Now, if you're a U.S. citizen, like say you were on the bridge and you were killed because you were on the bridge, something hit you, the Mexican government may be a little bit more compliant. Like they may be able to say like, hey, we'll settle with you, we'll give you money, things like that, because they don't want to piss off, the people in charge. But if you're a Mexican citizen on the ship and you die or you're injured or something like that, I think it's a different analysis. And to be fair, like I don't know Mexican liability laws well enough to tell you what would happen in that situation.
All right. All right, Ben. If you were to change roles and now you're insurance agent,
Then I instantly hate myself. No.
you got a call. You got a call that somebody got their car smashed by a ship. What route do you take in that matter?
Well, first off, I'd fucking deny the claim. I said that's bullshit. Then what I do is I try to put all blame on either the Mexican government or the government of the United States, or the people who run the Brooklyn Bridge, whoever, is managing the Brooklyn Bridge. That's what I would do in that situation. Those are the people that are more responsible than my poor insurance company who didn't make $1 trillion profit this year. Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's what I would do in that situation.
Here's a question. So because they were a Mexican ship, did they have any type of escort?
I mean,
Because you're on U.S. property, would they have any kind
talking
of
about
boat? Like
strippers?
No,
What do you mean?
like a tugboat escort,
Yeah.
escorting them through the water.
I think they had 2 or 3, actually.
Well, I saw that one that was trying to be like, don't go there.
Yeah.
But if there's somebody that's leading them through there, would they be liable in any way?
Maybe, but probably not. Like, obviously, you're going to sue them. Like, sue everybody and figure out the rest later.
Just throw out all the tentacles.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like Japanese porn.
Ew.
But yeah, no, in that situation where the tugboat driver's at fault, was the captain of the Mexican vessel at fault, that's what you have to figure out. You wait for the NTSB or whoever the governing authority is to figure that out, and then you go from there.
I would say, I feel like, don't they have to have, certain requirements on the boat?
To be fair, because it's because it's a foreign national, potentially they don't.
Because I'm like, you obviously see the bridge, so I'm just thinking,
Yeah. Here's the situation. There was, and this is way, way, way before your time, and I think I was 9, so that means Tams was 20 when this happened.
yeah, okay.
No.
There was something in Lockerbie, Scotland, where there was a plane flying and the Libyan government blew up the fucking plane, right? And technically, and I forget, 200 some odd people died. It was terrible. It's literally, it's back in the 84. It was terrible. But technically, the Libyan government was not at fault. Separate sovereigns, you can't sue them, things like that. Eventually, in order to get diplomatic recognition, a bunch of stuff, Libya paid a shit ton of money, but that was literally in the 2000s. So 20 some odd years later, they finally said, fuck it, we'll pay so that you guys can't punish us for this. But in a situation where it is a foreign country, it's tough.
What we should do a
Yeah,
Hollywood? What
That would be fun.
This is not for this. This is just a note. That was it.
Oh. No,
We could totally be like a Marlowe what if.
Yeah. We
Do
could
that
talk
shit all day.
about the plane crash in San Diego.
I just heard about that.
And we could talk about it damaged cars, it damaged houses, it killed 2 people.
So killed as many people as the Mexican Mexican bus.
Shit.
There's a damn ship.
Boat. Small plane crashes into residential street in San Diego. Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, but look all those so in that situation with the plane crash and damaging all the property damage, did they go after the plane, the captain,
Well,
the airline?
the pilot, the people they're deceased.
Well, but here's the situation. You're talking about a Cessna 550, so that's personally owned, right? Mm-hmm. It's not owned by a corporation in all likelihood. So, but a lot of poor people don't necessarily have the ability to afford an airplane. So the guy's going to have an estate. So in that situation, you're going to sue. And wow, that's actually a decent, that's a decent, well, that's a jet. Like, that's a Cessna 550 right there. No shit. Yeah, you're making money. That's $1 million. It's a $2 million plane.
So what if the pilot is actually in training, trying to get their pilot's license?
Fuck them.
So you go after the people that are training him?
You go after the instructional company. You go after who owns the plane. You go after the pilot. You go after the individual trainer. Yes.
Do you go after the airport that they flew out of?
If you can tie a causal, like, negligence claim to that airport, then yes, 100%. To the air traffic controller, probably not. They probably have qualified immunity. But yeah, you go after everybody and then you let them figure it out.
What would you do to tie it to the airport? Like,
if the airport knew that the training company wasn't using, like, licensed trainers, if the airport knew that
or the plane should have been in maintenance at some point and they do it anyway.
Well, I do know that it was close. The crash was close to the airport, so I don't know.
Well, most accidents happen. I think it's within the first 5 or 10 minutes of takeoff, or the first
Takeoff for landing, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, what.
Yeah, but looking at the plane, that's a jet. That explains, if you look at that silver car, what you're seeing is you're seeing a lot of damage, but you're also seeing a lot of heat damage. Like, that car essentially was fucking melted. And I thought it was jet fuel, but when I saw Cessna, I thought it was a prop plane. But no, that car was hit by jet fuel, and that's why that thing burned as quickly as it did.
Well, I think the whole street was
If anybody was in that car,
look at all those cars.
if anybody was in that silver car, they'd had a horrible fucking scalding death. Yeah.
And there was in part of, like, somebody's house too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, there's a decent amount of money to be had there.
That's so sad.
Would there be any reason why you would sue the city of San Diego?
Only if they had a habit of, and once again, you always get in, like, qualified immunity and things like that. But if they had a habit of allowing negligent flights, dangerous flights that caused a series of accidents, in discovery, you would try and find out if they were liable. Yes. And what qualified immunity is, certain individuals have protection, for lack of a better term. Like, officers in a situation where they're stopping somebody or arresting them, they have qualified immunity. And what qualified immunity is it means that I might fuck up, and if I fuck up, I'm covered, unless my fuck up was so bad that they can't cover it. Like, for instance, guy gets out of the car, stark naked, and you're like, you just start shooting the guy, and there's no threat from the guy. That would be a situation where the officer would, in all probability, not have immunity. But in a situation where stark naked guy jumps out of the car and he has a phone and the cop thinks it's a gun, so he puts 20 bullets in the guy, all right, probably in that situation I've qualified.
Does excessive force, that does not fall under that immunity, right?
Correct. If you have committed an act that is excessive force, and the easiest one to bring up is the Rodney King situation back in the 90s, where you had a series of officers beating the shit out of him with, billy clubs.
And he's down.
And he's down. Only Officer Briseño got convicted of that, but that was excessive force. And so I think Rodney King got like 3.2 mil in that case.
And what's the difference with diplomatic immunity?
Oh, well, that goes back to, like, the Mexican shift thing, right? You know what I mean? Like, in a situation where you are a person from another country, a diplomat or an employee of the government, and you're in the United States, you cannot be convicted of a charge because you have diplomatic immunity. The only way you could be convicted is if your country withdraws your diplomatic immunity and then allows the U.S. to prosecute you. But typically, in a situation like that, what they do is they deport you and say that person can't come back in the States.
Meant to be. Did I be out? I didn't know I'd be out of the flower. We're like, did acid reckless as shit. And like, I'm gonna get kicked out for that. I'm like, buddy, I had diplomatic immunity here. Did I eat me? I didn't know diplomatic immunity.
You're not a diplomat. Didn't kneel in that.
I just feel like, dude, I'm the one guy at the club that can't get kicked out from. Did you? So like him saying that like until I was like in Dubai for a show or something, and these two dudes were like bracing. What did you say?
I'll say that like,
I be out in the club like.
I love G-Eazy. And Bert Kreischer might be the dumbest motherfucker on the face of the planet, but
That
it makes
is
me
so
jiggle.
funny.
Oh, yeah. Makes me jiggle.
He's so funny. I love his laugh.
The funny thing when I hear diplomatic immunity, lethal weapon.
Yes, Kruger ass. Yeah, that was Lethal Weapon 2, by the way.
I know, but it's still lethal weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, South Africans. When they had like that whole like white people in charge, which is why Donald Trump is talking about white genocide.
And basically he thought that he was immune to anything. Apparently he wasn't immune to death, but
Or herpes. Or AIDS. Just saying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like that was a lot of shit talking. Thank you for coming to watch the family episode from the beach to the bar. We miss Jess. We hope his yellow red eyeball is better. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. We're trying to do an episode where we're actually at a beach. So let's see what happens. But that's the goal.
Yes. Bye.
bye.
Have you guys seen the AI videos this guy's been putting down lately?
Who?
You know?
No. Do I want?